It's Vacation Bible School season, which means that lots of people are asking questions about how to show the main output of ProPresenter on their stage display screen so that people on stage can see what's on the main output of ProPresenter. And then the other idea that people want to do is they want to show a separate video on the stage display versus the main output of ProPresenter. Yes, both can be done, so let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Nathan from Crazy Amazing Designs. I train and educate leaders to do church and event production with excellence. I do this through videos like this here on my YouTube channel. If you're one of the people looking to learn even more about ProPresenter 7 and maybe how you can better utilize it for your church, then sign up for a Zoom training session with me. The link is in the description, and let's get back to this fun topic. Here I am inside of ProPresenter 7, and this might look a little bit different because this is my ProPresenter 7 template available for purchase at crazyamazingdesigns.com/shop. Once you load this new template, you're going to see all of these pre-built materials such as macros and looks and themes to help you get started. The stage display layouts are something from my template we're going to specifically use in this video. So I go up to More, Stage Editor. You can see all of the different pre-built templates, including the multi-view that's available in the template. This one here is called Full Screen, and this is how we're going to show whatever happens on the main output to the stage display screens. You can see these angled lines basically indicate that there is some kind of video aspect. And when I click on this, you can see in the right side that it is a fill. And if I go down to Screen Preview, I can see that main output is selected. At the top of the screen, when I go to Screens, Configure Screens, I can see here that my main output is the main output of the computer. There's also the stage display output and the stream output. And these can be assigned to physical outputs, NDI outputs, or any other kind of output from your computer. Whatever you choose to assign your main output to, whatever happens on that main output is going to show up on this stage display layout. To select this layout, I'm going to go to the Stage Layout tab. That is this one here underneath of my multi-view. And I can see under Stage Screen 1, I can pick from all these different layouts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to full screen. So let me click on this song here, and I can put that up, and you can see what the stage display is set to. And if I go ahead and change that to full screen, you can see that whatever's on the main output is now going to be on the stage display layout. And we have done it. Okay, manually. The goal of ProPresenter is to automate the process. So in my template, I utilize macros to change the stage screen layout to what it needs to be. Pre-service, worship, sermon videos all have unique layouts for the stage display applied through macros. Here I'm going to create a new presentation item called VBS Videos. These are going to be all of our worship videos for VBS week. Click New. Now I'm going to go to my Finder, and I'm going to grab all three of the VBS videos that I have imported on my computer. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to drag this video up into the presentation item, delete that empty slide. And now if I go to macros, I can grab the Look Full Screen macro and drag that here. And now it's playing across all three of my outputs. If this was a normal video, I would use this Look Video with Time Remaining macro. If I just go ahead and edit it, and I can just change in here what the look is or what the macro is. I'm going to go down to Look Video with Time Remaining. Now when I click on it, you can see on the stage display output that you still see the video, but you also see how much time is left on it. That's really important when you have a presenter on stage, or it's a video during the sermon, that you want to make sure that the pastor knows how much time the video has until it's over. It's pretty obvious the reasons why you would want to have this video on your stage display screens during a video playing in your service. The next thing to do is to play separate videos on each screen. I'm going to go ahead and delete this song, and I'll clear all while I'm at it. And I'm going to drag this other lyric video to the slide. And now when I click on it, you can see it still plays across all three screens. This is the new video that I want on the main screen, because the goal here is that the kids watch the leaders for the motions and they see the text on the big screen. So now that that video is good, now we just need to work on the stage display video. Now I'm gonna go to Screens, Edit, Layouts, and these are all of my pre-built template layouts, as I mentioned. I'm gonna make a new slide and I'm gonna name it VBS Theme Song Split. And then I'm gonna drag the split screen video from my Finder to this stage screen slide. So I will center up this video, and the goal here is that when this layout is triggered, then this video is gonna play at the same time as the video on the main out screen is playing. That's how we're gonna get the two videos that are kind of happening at the same time. The other reason this works, to state the obvious, is because these videos were created at the same time based on the same audio file. You can't take two videos and expect them to play at the same time. Clicking show gets me back to the main screen in ProPresenter, and now back in the VBS videos presentation item I created, I'm gonna right click on this slide. So remember, this is the full screen lyric video and the other one's the split screen. So I'll right click on this one, add action, stage, because we're gonna trigger a stage display layout, and then we are gonna trigger this one, this VBS theme song split. Okay, so are you ready? Now when I click on this, both videos are gonna play at the same time, but they're still unique. And there you go. It really helps that the guy is in both videos and the lyric video is actually in both videos. So makes it easy to see that it's aligning properly. This will be the same technique that I use to add all the other videos for VBS week. And then as I trigger them, each video is going to play with the other video playing on the stage display screen. Yes, I'm gonna have to create a stage display layout for all of them, but we can always delete them in the end. The goal has been accomplished that now during VBS week, when we click play, both videos are gonna play on their appropriate screens. So a couple of things to consider. Audio is gonna come through from both locations, so you're gonna basically double your audio output volume. So if you see that, don't freak out. Here's how we can fix it. Because there are very limited video and audio playback controls on the stage display screen, unlike the main output where I can come underneath of the monitor and I can pause it and I can play it. Now you can see it's out of sync. Yeah, now you can see it's out of sync because I paused it or I scrubbed through the playhead. But none of those features are available on the stage display. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to more stage editor. It's another way to get there. Click on the slide. And now I'm gonna go over to shape. And now I can go on the video file, I can go down to inspector and I go over to the audio tab and I can mute the audio for this video. So now the audio is gonna come from the main video, not from the video embedded in the stage display screen. And because these videos are, they're built in sync, I only need one audio file, so I'm gonna pull the one from the main output. If videos get off sync like I've currently got going on, there's not much you can do except restart them. The main out video should take priority, so maybe we can even add an emergency stop slide. Let me go ahead and click add new blank slide, maybe put this at the beginning. And now if I add an action, let's go ahead and add a stage action, and we'll change the stage display layout to blank. So now in an emergency, I can click blank, because now I can click start on the video to restart any of the videos. The idea here is that if I click on this video while this stage display video is already running, it doesn't restart the video. And the reason for that is because we have not re-triggered the stage display layout. The stage display needs to be gone away from and then brought back to it. So if we click this emergency button, and I can even go ahead and edit the label, call it stop. Now I click on that, and now I go back to the stage display. They're both gonna start playing in sync again. So having an emergency stop button is actually a really good idea. You can put that on a Stream Deck or whatever else you need to do. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this content was helpful, and if you did like it, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and continue watching my content. I thank you so much for being here, for checking out my work, and consider purchasing my ProPresenter 7 template or book a training at crazyamazingdesigns.com. Have a great day. Bye.